Hello. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a bit of a walkthrough through this document camera. This is the OKIOCAM document camera. I'm going to be walking you through this. I know this is a very bad angle right now. I'm going to show you a much better angle in a moment of this, I want to say adorable document camera because it's really cleverly designed. But I'm also going to show you not just a walkthrough of what the camera does, but some classroom applications. So I'm going to be combining this with the power of Flipgrid to really talk about how to make some quick little instructional videos and also for students to really demonstrate their thinking and their understanding. And I want to put an emphasis on this video on how it can be combined with manipulatives. So things that are touchable for students and for your own demonstration purposes, because I think that sometimes when we have to move to a digital world, we lose some of that touch, which is so important. So I'm not going to, in this video, just concentrate on like putting a piece of paper under the document camera and just writing on that. You know that I love digital inking. That's what I usually use for that type of work. But sometimes you need something for a lab, an experiment, manipulatives, again, things that students are moving around and actually touching. And also it can be great for putting a piece of paper under it if you don't have digital inking capabilities yourself or for your students. So we're going to talk about all of that in this video. Let me get started by showing you around the OKIOCAM itself. So here it is. You'll see that you do plug it into your computer with just one USB port. So that's very simple here. And what excited me the most about this was how adjustable this arm is. So you'll see here that we have this hinge, and we also have a real swivel head on the camera itself. So we can show a board, we can show our paper, and we can adjust it to any angle that you want. Now, the arm itself, you'll see how adjustable this is. If I want to bring this much closer, I can take this arm, bend it down, and bend this up. And so I have something that is much closer. Now I can also raise it up like I was showing before and just bend this arm here so that I have that view. Again, you can further adjust to any angle that you want. And it's so easy. As you can see, I'm doing this with one hand. It's so easy to adjust. And what's available on this OKIOCAM T also is actually an extendable arm. So you'll see that I can just pop off this arm right here, and I could add that on to get extra height. I'll show you what I mean. You'll see that I have now added in that extra adjustable arm right there, and it just clicked into place so that now I have some extra height. For a close-up view, this is what that extra arm was, and you can see how easily these things pop into place. And actually, when I want to store things, it will lay totally flat because I just position everything this way. So I would additionally pop off this arm right here, fold everything back down, and just slide it into place. I'll show you how nicely it folds down. So here we go. I folded everything back up, and then you just simply put it on the other side, push it into place, and then you can fold up the mat. And that's how compact this thing is. That's pretty amazing. And then to set this up, it takes a couple of seconds. So simple and beautifully flexible. So now let's go over to the fun part on the computer. That's what I'm better at demoing anyway. Let's head over there. All right, here we go. So this is actually the OKIOCAM software. I'm not going to be concentrating on that a ton, but I do want to show that this is available. You can zoom in and out with this. Now I have the OKIOCAM Teacher Edition or the T Edition. And so this is a 5 megapixel camera. So I have the zoom in and out capabilities. I have the exposure that I can adjust right here. I can also auto adjust the focus to help get things in a little bit better focus. Just takes a moment. There, it's a little bit clearer. You also have the ability to rotate. If you want to rotate, I'll just go back to the default and I will zoom in just a little bit. Let's do 1.5x. You have the ability here to take a snapshot and also to start a recording. And so that all is built into the software that you would download when you get this camera. What I want to focus on is a classroom application using Flipgrid, because with Flipgrid, I could actually use my document camera as my main camera. So let me show you how that works. Let's go ahead and add a response. So of course, by default, it's going to be showing your front-facing camera. You can do a little introduction, hi. And then if you go down here to options and you click on device settings, that's where you can choose the OKIOCAM. So instead of just my front-facing camera, I can choose the OKIOCAM. And now you'll see that I'm able to show my document camera. So it's a little bit blurry. I'm gonna go ahead and autofocus it again. There's actually a button right on the camera. That's what I just pressed right now to get it into nice focus. After I've done that, you can start pressing record and get to talking about whatever you want to talk about. So maybe I want to set the scene here and I want this problem to be demonstrating. Let me make my pen a bit thicker. I'm gonna go with a red pen to match the fish. 2 plus 4. So let's say that is my problem and I have all of these little fishies. Let's get another one to throw in there. All right, we want to demonstrate 2 plus 4 and say you're giving this to students as an assignment. Set the scene, press record. All right, so now we can really have students playing and manipulating and visualizing and seeing. So they have 2 over here, and then maybe they add in 4 more over here. Maybe I ask them how they want to group this to count this, and I can see them do that. So they might say to me, I have 2, 4, 6, because they know how to count by 2s, whatever it might be. They could even pull up the pen tool again and explain that that was what they were doing, was that they were sorting this by 2s in order to count up what they have. And then they can go ahead and write their final answer when they get it, equals 6. So again, this could be a great way for them to demonstrate their thinking, their understanding as they're working through this problem and still get their hands on something here. So I love that simple example. There could be so many more. You could do a digital lab here. You can also pull up this camera so you can show it because of the adjustability of this stand. I could really, focus this on my piece of paper. I could then focus it on a student's face. I could really have, students use this as their camera. Maybe they just have a Chromebook. That camera isn't good enough quality to show a presentation where they're standing in front of the board or just to be able to position it a little bit better. These things are all possible when we pair these two things up. Let me go ahead and submit this video so we can talk a little bit more. I'm going to edit my cover, select a frame here and select one of the frames from the end. That looks nice. Let's confirm that and post it. And now my example is up on the grid. Now, on the teacher end, I said I would talk a little bit more about that, about creating instructional videos. If you are in Flipgrid, go over to the camera feature over here and then record your little video. Let me, again, autofocus this guy. Okay, I decided to just bring the camera a little bit closer for this demo shot, and then I autofocused it again. And so now I could create my instructional video, whatever I want to do. Let's go ahead and record. So in this video, we're going to talk about what 2 plus 1, 2, 3 is. Let's go ahead and pause, pull out the pen tool, make it a little bit thicker. So again, our problem that we're dealing with here is that we had the 2 fishes over here and we wanted to add these fishies here. That was a total of 1, 2, 3 more. So our problem is 3 plus 2. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Our answer is 5. All right, let's go ahead and press next. So in this video, we're going to talk about 2 plus, great, let's go next. And then we can go ahead and do 2 plus 3 equals question mark. And then by default, it's going to post it to your profile, which is what I want for this instructional video. When you want to change it, you can actually add it to a topic on a grid if you have a class grid that you wanted to post it to. But here I just want an instructional video. Students aren't going to respond to this particular one. Save to my profile. And as soon as that happens, I can just press create a link, and that's it. It copies that link to the clipboard, and that is just your instructional video that students would then watch. So it's not one that students would reply to. It is simply an instructional video that they would watch. So again, I got here by logging into my Flipgrid and just clicking on camera to load up that camera. If you want to get back to those videos at any point, the way you get to them, I think the easiest way is just go over to your name over here, click on profile, and you would find all the short little videos that you made here. And then you can just click on the 3 dots and you can get the share link right there to again share that video out with your class. All right. And that's going to be it for this video. I hope you picked up a tip or two. I hope you enjoyed some of the things that I shared. And that's all for me for now. Bye.